Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you felt truly cared for by someone? Maybe it wasn't a grand gesture. Maybe it was just a smile from a stranger on a day you felt invisible. Or a friend who asked, "How are you really doing?" when you were silently breaking inside. Or maybe a colleague who noticed your effort and said, "I see you, thank you." Moments like these stay with us, don't they? They remind us that no matter how fast this world moves, no matter how busy or stressed people get, we all crave kindness. And here's the truth: kindness is not something we wait for. It's something we give. Not tomorrow, not someday when life feels easier, but today, right here and right now. You know, a lot of people say kindness as weakness. They think if you are kind, people will walk all over you. But let me flip that perspective. It actually takes enormous strength to be kind. It takes strength to stay calm when someone provokes you. It takes strength to forgive when your ego screams for revenge. It takes strength to be compassionate in a world that often rewards coldness. Kindness is not about being soft. It's about being strong enough not to let negativity control your action. And here what happens when you choose kindness. You create safety, and safety is the soil where love, trust, and growth can flourish. Now think about someone in your life who embodies strength with kindness. How do they make you feel in their presence? Now ask yourself, what does that teach you about the kind of strength you want to embody? Every single person you meet is carrying an invisible backpack. And in that backpack are worries, fears, insecurities, silent battles you know nothing about. The mother who snapped at you in the supermarket, maybe she hasn't slept in weeks because her child is sick. The colleague who seems distant, maybe he's drowning in self-doubt. The friend who cancelled plans again, maybe she's quietly battling anxiety. Most people don't need fixing. They don't need perfect advice. They just need kindness. They need someone who reminds them they are not alone in the storm they are walking through. Even science proves this. When we receive kindness, our brains release oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine. And these are the chemicals of connection, trust, and well-being. And kindness literally heals us at a biological level. Now ask yourself, when people meet you, do they walk away feeling heavier or lighter? Do you add to their burden or do you ease it, even just a little? Let me share a story that always moves me. So there was a teacher who had a boy in her class, and the boy was very quiet, withdrawn, never smiling, never participating, and most people overlooked him. But one day, instead of ignoring, she walked to his desk, placed her hand gently on his shoulder, and said, "I just want you to know you matter here." Years later, the boy wrote her a letter. He said, "That was the day I had planned to end my life, but your kindness stopped me. Your words reminded me that I was worth something. I'm alive today because you noticed me. The story gives me chills every time because it shows us this. Kindness is not about big gestures. It's about being present, about noticing, about reminding someone they matter when the world tells them otherwise. Now, just pause and reflect. Who in your life right now might be carrying silent pain? And how could your kindness be the lifeline they didn't know they needed? You don't need to wait for big opportunities to be kind. Kindness hides in the smallest acts. Like with words, replace sarcasm with encouragement. Say, I appreciate you. Acknowledge effort, not just, success. Our words can build or break, so choose building with your presence. Put down the phone, look into someone's eyes, listen fully. Listening is one of the rarest, yet most powerful forms of kindness today. With forgiveness, holding grudges poisons your own heart first. Forgiveness doesn't excuse what happened, it frees you from carrying the weight of it. With stranger, smile, hold a door, let someone cut in traffic, pay for someone's coffee. These little things might feel small to you, but to someone else they are proof humanity still exists. And last, with yourself. This one is often forgotten. How you speak to yourself matters. Self-kindness is not selfishness, it's fuel. You cannot pour kindness into others if you are running on empty. Which of these words, presence, forgiveness, strangers, or self needs your kindness most today? Here's something beautiful. Kindness doesn't stop with the person who receives it. It ripples outward. One smile can shift someone's day. One act of encouragement can inspire them to pass it forward. Before you know it, something small you did echoes far beyond what you can imagine. Think of kindness like throwing a stone into a pond. You may only see the first ripple, but the waves keep spreading, reaching places you can't see. If everyone here decided to perform 3 intentional acts of kindness today, and each of these people passed it forward, imagine how many lives would be touched by tonight. You don't have to change the entire world. You only need to change the moment you are in, and that moment is today. Close your eyes for a second and imagine your family, your workplace, your community. If kindness became a daily habit, what would that look like? Can you see? Kindness is not just personal, it's leadership. True leadership is not control, it's influence. And the deepest influence comes through kindness. Children don't learn kindness because we tell them to. They learn it because they watch us live it. Teams don't thrive under fear, they thrive when encouraged, supported, appreciated. Relationships don't deepen through perfection, they deepen through consistent kindness. When you choose kindness, you become a living example. You set the tone, you give people permission to soften, to trust, to grow. Who in your world is silently waiting for your kindness? What's the one action you will take today? My friends, kindness is not a luxury. It's not something we practice only when life gives us extra time or when we are in a good mood. It's the essence of how we are meant to live. Every single day you have a choice. Will you leave people feeling heavier or lighter? Will you add bitterness to their journey, or will you be the reason they believe in humanity again? Treat people with kindness today, because today is all you have, and your kindness today might just be the miracle someone is waiting for. I'm Pallavi Tradeep, and I believe this. Empowerment begins with kindness to ourselves and to the world around us. Thank you.